Hello, I'm Wanda Wen. Thank you so much for coming to the Sulip Fix. Today, I want to talk to you about color. And you may think, Wanda in color, she's always wearing black. But there's a reason why I always wear black is because, first of all, it matches my hair. No, it's probably because I work with so much color and there's so much color around me that I don't like whatever I'm wearing to get in the way of color. But I love color, and as you can see, color makes me so happy. Color and pattern. I love pattern. And today, I just brought out some of my favorite patterned papers and wanted to present these to you. This is it's a tree-free paper that I make in India in purple, and it's printed on a natural color base. This is a great pattern, sort of a psychedelic paisley, if you will, in sort of a burnt orange, turquoise. And then I love this. This paper I just love it. It's a Japanese print paper that it just has all the colors represented. Here, I'm gonna do this. When you have a pattern, I love matching up ribbons that enhance the paper rather than match the paper. So going here, I mean, you could say, well, let's put a purple ribbon with a purple paper. Yeah, it looks okay, but what about taking, orange on it, right? Orange, or even pink, or a green. You could take this, here, I'm gonna move this over. You can take this floral paper and marry it with any one of these three colors. They don't match, but they beautifully complement this. Let's just say if I was wrapping for a guy, I would maybe use the green ribbon on top of this floral pattern. So anyways, that's what I would do on this paper. And then here, we could use a pop color. So one thing that I love about choosing ribbons and paper is accentuating whatever color that is on the surface. So here, there's a little bit of teal in here, and so I bring it out by using this. Or maybe you want to pop it with color. There's this whole color wheel that goes on in the design world, and you know what? Sometimes I follow it, but really I have my own Wanda color wheel, right? So it's whatever looks good in my eye that I follow. This pattern, hey, we can have fun and use this great glittered ribbon, or go wild and use this sort of rainbow tie-dyed ribbon with greens and purples and turquoise. So much fun. Anyways, so on that note, what should I wrap with? Actually, let's use this. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. So yes, don't be afraid to use pattern. Some people get scared with pattern and they feel more at home with just choosing solid colors and solid papers, but patterns are just another layer of beauty that you can incorporate into wrapping a gift. Okay. Clear my table. Just gonna run through the basics of gift wrapping. Some of you may have had this lesson before. I'm just going to quickly run through it now. So I'm gonna measure the length of the paper, and I could see that there's enough paper to go around this box, and then I'm going to measure the width of the paper. So I'm going to basically move this box to one side. I'm going to gently pull up this paper and see that I have about 2.5 inches, 3 inches from the top of my box to the edge. I'm going to come under here and crease, and this is where my cut line is. And so you could see by measuring in this way, I have kept a good amount of this paper, and I could use this for a lot of other things. I'm being economical with this paper because it's kind of an expensive paper, but I love it. Okay, so these Japanese silkscreen papers have this defining neutral edge. So I'm just gonna trim them out. And as I've said before, having a great set of sharp scissors is key. The tool of a scissor when you're gift wrapping or doing any kind of craft is very, very important. Okay, so now I have this beautifully trimmed, perfectly sized paper for my gift. I'm going to turn in one side, take a piece of double stick tape, the top is down, make sure that the top side is down. I'm centering it in my width, bring one side up, bring the other side here, and making sure that all the air bubbles are removed. And then I'm going to fold in the sides. I am really loving this pattern. It's so happy and joyful. Again, turning my edge, using that one piece of double stick tape on the edge of this fold and coming in. If any of you really want to see what I'm doing and get a slower tutorial of basics of gift wrapping, you can always tune in to episode 1. I go through this very slowly. Okay, so the finishing touch using the pointer finger and the thumb and creasing on both the verticals and the horizontal edges just gives it a nice finished architectural look. Okay, then let's see, what color should we use? I'm gonna use this. No. What should I use? I'm gonna use this. I love this ribbon. It's a hand-dyed silk, so gorgeous. I love using materials where there's a sign of the human hand. These are hand-dyed silk. I could see the imperfections, I could see puddles of ink in places. I love that, right? I'm just gonna go around 2 times so that there's a nice band. And I'm getting twisted. And you can see how I keep my ribbon on the roll so that I'm going to prevent myself from cutting too much ribbon and having excess where I waste, or having not enough ribbon if I was going to pre-measure the ribbon. So I keep this ribbon tied and continuous on my spool, and then I'm going to measure just the same amount so that each tail has the same amount. Trim super quick. And that is the perfect measurement for a ribbon. And then again, taking my sort of the end that I call the lasso end, taking it into my southwest corner, bringing it into my northeast corner, and tying a simple bow. Okay. Trimming the tails. Again, I always like trimming them so they're clean at an angle. Okay. And then you could spread your ribbons out so that you have a wider graphic. And there you go. All right. So again, don't be afraid of pattern, and don't be afraid of accenting the pattern and looking for the subtle colors within a pattern. So for instance here, this sort of thin line is a sort of a teal blue, and I accented it with a teal blue ribbon, and it just like uplifts the whole thing. All right, happy wrapping. Thank you so much for coming. Please subscribe, like this video if you do, and comment. I would love to hear from you, things that you're interested in or things that you may want my take on. Please, love to hear from you. Thanks, and see you next time. Bye.